Hi, I'm Adam Smith with Project Geospatial at the GEOINT 2024 Symposium in Orlando, Florida. Let's see, for this segment, we have the pleasure of talking with TekSynap's Susan.
Good morning, Adam.
Good morning.
How are you?
How you doing? Welcome back.
Thank you.
And
It's good to be back.
I will note, TekSynap is an awesome sponsor of Project Geospatial this year. So we'd love to have them on board, but we're also really excited to keep up and learn about what they're doing in the defense and intel arena, especially here at the GEOINT Symposium. So, sorry, I'll leave you with that to start off from.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks for giving us the opportunity. We're very excited to be here at GEOINT again this year. The team is already engaged. For us, GEOINT is a conference where we meet fellow colleagues, we learn new technologies, and we also collaborate on solutions for the government.
Right.
For us as a company, we continue to grow and focus on the IC. Year over year, the company has had over 20% growth. We are continuing to pursue interesting opportunities in the geospatial space. We are continuing to grow our TekXLerate Lab. We are rolling out new products and proof of concepts from the lab. And we are meeting with our customers to review those proofs of concept to tailor them to meet current government requirements. So,
well, you just gave an excellent prelude to several things I think we can touch on. So, the first off, let's remind everybody what the TekXLerate Lab is, right?
So, TekSynap has a lab that is both physical and virtual that we utilize to create proof of concepts for our current or future government customers. The interesting part of that is we will create an environment that mirrors the government's environment so that we can test the solution, we can test the products in an environment that is safe for them.
Great.
Once we have completed all the testing and everybody has signed off on it, we can move it to an operational environment for the customers. But it also allows us to bring in new tools that may not have been utilized in the intelligence community before in an unclassified environment and see how they work. We have partners that then work with us to get those ATO'd and into the IC, but it provides a platform for our government customers to look at new tools, new solutions, to continue to push that envelope forward that we need to do from an innovation perspective.
No, that's an amazing service. And in terms of the specific intelligence services and products you've worked on, you've got a number of them you're pushing it. I think one of the other main ones that we saw recently over social was something called Arta.
Yes. Arta was developed as a proof of concept based on requirements in the geospatial community. We really looked at the tool suites that were out there today, met with the customers to understand what their challenges were and some of the concerns that they had. And Arta was designed to not only be able to address all the data feeds and synthesize the information, but also to deal with the concerns the analysts had. The analysts often felt that they needed to be data scientists or computer scientists to utilize the tools that were put in front of them. So we designed a platform that allowed them to access data with a UI/UX front end that literally plays to the younger generation's gaming technology. It allows you to do things without having to code, without having to know where do I need to go find the data, but to create the requirements and the scenarios that you want data from, and then the back end of the system pulls that in. The other thing that we did when talking to the customers was to make it so that it required little training. It was much more intuitive. It was much easier to take an analyst and get them integrated into the tool suite versus having to put them in 6 or 8 weeks of training to understand before they could become productive on for the customer teams.
Okay, excellent. So let's see, we got Arta, we got TekXLerate. What else am I missing?
So we're also developing a solution called TekFactory.
Okay.
And TekFactory will allow our customers to take any of those pilots and migrate them to any of the cloud environments with minimal disruption to the customer environment. And we really felt that was the next step, because with the IC moving from a single cloud environment to a multi-cloud environment, we needed to help them address that in the easiest way possible.
Yeah.
So that is one of our next projects that we are rolling out, and very excited about that.
Well, touching on GEOINT for a second here, obviously the exhibit floor just opened up as of this segment, but what are you most excited to check out here? New technologies? You don't have to mention specific companies, but what kind of tech stack has kind of most interested you to capture within the industry?
So we are certainly looking at leveraging AI, ML, and large language models more, especially to address some of the current requirements that the entire IC is focused on. Certainly the China conflict, the ever-pending Taiwan issue. So we're looking at how do we leverage current technology into some of the solutions that we have today to expand the capability for the customers. We're also looking for small businesses that have really good ideas to help leverage those good ideas and bring them into the larger ecosystem, because for them it's often hard to do that because their money and resources are limited. And having been a former small business ourselves, that's sort of our passion, to help other small businesses grow with us.
You're looking to grow and even enable the small businesses that are around you. That's awesome. That's incredible.
Correct.
Well, that's great to hear. Any other things you'd like to mention to our audience before we wrap up?
No, I'd just like to thank you for the opportunity today, Adam. This has been great, as always, and we do appreciate the time that you give us for Project Geospatial.
No, we really appreciate it as well. It's always a pleasure talking to you and get your insights, not just about the industry as a whole, but where you see things heading, especially what you're working on within the company. So, awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And this is Adam Simmons of Project Geospatial. We'll talk to everybody next time.